live from Hickory. It's country-ish. Alan!
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was y'all's underdog, dressed in beer overalls, living next to the woods. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making Popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
Hello, I'm Jon Reep, comedian, actor, podcaster, internet superstar, and black card member at Planet Fitness, right here in Hickory, North Carolina. And I want to be your mayor. I love Hickory, North Carolina. I was born and raised here. I went to Mountain View Elementary School, Blackburn Middle School, Fred T. Ford High School, then Catawba Valley Community College. And then I moved away. I was gone for a good while, about 18 years. Actually, I've been gone longer than I've been back, but I'm back now. And if elected, I can guarantee you I will be the biggest cheerleader and advocate this city has ever had. I will focus all of my energies into the role and duties of Mayor of Hickory. Second to my touring schedule, I still tour, I still do stand-up all over the country. I actually have 2 podcasts that I work on as well, so I have to make time for that. Do a lot of corporate sponsorship stuff. I actually have auditions for different movies and sitcoms and that kind of stuff. And I like to go out a lot with my friends. But other than that, I will focus all of my energy into being the best mayor that Hickory has ever had. I hear it's a meeting once every 2 weeks, maybe a ribbon cutting here and there. I'll squeeze it in. How hard could it be?
That's right. It ain't over yet. I got till Friday. And it's Tuesday, and I am from Hickory. I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy, no matter where you are. And if you're not, allow me to work on that for you for the next hour, okay? What up, bumpkins? That's right. It's Tuesday, not Friday. It's Tuesday, March the 1st, 2022, and we have a scandalous, fat, faithful female of a show for you today. It's Fat Tuesday, and I'm giving away a fat residual check. Someone's going to win money on this episode. It's also Women's History Month, so we're going to celebrate 3 very special women. In Best Trends, we're going to talk about a Ukrainian badass and an angry Sam Elliot. And in Small Town News, that's right, I'm going to talk about my run for mayor. It's not over. But in Small Town News, someone made the Small Town News headlines right here in Hickory. How about that? We're going to talk about it. But first, we're live right now on Facebook and YouTube, and we're taking your comments. I got 2 interns sitting right over here. Elliot, the intern, and Mr. Sergeant Have a Ball sitting right there. One of them's doing YouTube, one of them's doing Facebook. So leave us a comment, and if it pertains to the show, we'll try and get to it. We're going to do our best. You know what? I'll ask you a question. Should I keep pursuing the role of mayor? What are your thoughts about it? Like I said, it's not over till Friday, but leave your thoughts in the comment section, and maybe we'll get to it if we can. If not this week, we'll get to it next week. And how you know I'm doing that, I'm going to read you comments from last week right now. So here are some comments from last week. I said, do you like arches? Not the double arches of McDonald's. I mean the ones that are like big structures and stuff. that was the question I asked, and some people answered it, some people didn't. I'm going to read some comments from last week. Amanda Moore, she said, it was a sad day today. It was nice to zone out and enjoy some laughs with happy faces. Thank you guys for adding much-needed smiles and laughs to our world. It truly is a calling. Much appreciated. Well, thank you, Amanda Moore. It is my pleasure. Thank you. All right. The next one, Kelly Spears. She says, we have this new big welcome to Vegas effing arch thing by the Strat people. Use the bad as a target when they launch themselves off the Strat after losing it all, LOL. I have no idea what you're talking about, Kelly. Oh, go ahead, Elliot, the intern.
I'm sure that would be the Stratosphere Hotel.
Got it, Stratosphere. We have this new. Why not just type that out? Kelly, you're assuming that I know too much.
I actually know the guy who designed that. Well, he's passed on.
The Stratosphere?
Yes, sir. Bob Stupak.
Oh, wow. Look at you. You know people. Name
I know you.
dropper. All right. Next one is by Jody Brookshire Geis, or Geese. Geis. I don't know how you pronounce that. She says, they were pretty until they weren't. Talking about the arches that fell. Yep. All right. Thank you, Jody, for the comment. Next one up, we've got Matt Wolf. He says, actually, hickory wood would be cost prohibitive. Yes. Matt, I just thought it was funny that, our town's name is based on a type of wood, hickory, a hickory tree, and we used Douglas firs. I just thought it was interesting. But you're right. I know that was not appropriate. But thank you for your comment, Matt Wolf. Now, here we go. Jason Hartso. He says, I personally think what would best represent Hickory would be building an attraction, the world's largest chair that you could go up, in, and on, and walk out into the seat to the edge with safety rails, etc., and look out at the view. That would best represent Hickory. And for tourism, not a bad idea. Now, I do remember, and we'll get to this in a minute, remind me of this, there was a furniture place, right, kind of close to where the old movie theater was, that had a huge rocking chair. This is probably before you lived here.
Well, yes, but I visited quite a bit, and I remember that.
So, Jason, not a bad idea. It's been done before. Maybe we bring it back. All right. And did he follow up on that comment? Was there one more by him? That was it. Okay. All right. Thank you all for the comments.
He had one more there.
Oh, we got another one. Okay. There was a car that said it was hit by them. Oh, yeah. There was a car that was actually hit by the arches, by the way. He said there was a car that was hit by him. And if you look in one of the videos, it looks like a car hit it. The car looks like it hit and split the side of the vehicle. As for super glue, if you add baking soda, it's one of the strongest adhesives around, even used in military applications, helicopter repair, etc. Not kidding. And Jason, that was what I brought up in my comments last week. I said the one thing that actually did not collapse was the section with the Gorilla Glue. Like, that stuff works. So my point was cover the whole thing in Gorilla Glue. But anyway, thank you all for the comments. We do appreciate it. Many ways you can help the podcast. If you like what you see here, you can always tell people. You can always be a supporter on our website, countryish.com. You can be a supporter. You can be what else? Not supporter, but an advertiser. If you have a business, you want us to talk about it. If you got no money at all, you can simply leave us a nice review on Apple Podcast and give us 5 stars. And if you do that, we will read it on the show and give it the old toot of the air horn. You know what I'm saying? So we have a new one, and I'd like one of my interns to read this, if you don't mind.
Okay, so left February 3rd, 2022 from Trippy Fella, a real show. Come for the awesome theme song and stay for the last. Great podcast, because it's actually a show, not just a conversation.
All right, thank you. All right, boys, ear holes. You want to put your fingers in there, Sebastian? I mean, this is loud. Thank you, Trippy Fella. Dag nabbit. All right. Now, this next little thing I do here, I'm still on the fence about it. We have Patreon supporters that kind of like me doing this part. And last week I was telling you I'm not a fan of it, but, you know, if you're paying for it, it's kind of like it's your show because we're listener supported. So if they really want me to do it, I'll do it. Now, guys, let me ask the people watching right now. If you want to see the share stare, give me a thumbs up. If you don't want to see the share stare, put anything else up, okay? And we'll see who wins. And maybe I'll do the share stare. Maybe I won't. But that's what's great about a live show because we're live right now. It's 8:12 p.m. March 1st, Eastern Standard Time, 2022. Anything can happen. So let me know in the comments section. Give me the thumbs up if you want the share stare. Anything else if you don't. And what's happening, interns?
You got about 2/3 that seem to be thumbs up, and then you got a mix of everything else.
But we're saying it's 2/3. Elliot, can you confirm or deny this report?
It actually looks like more than 2/3 giving the thumbs up. 80, 90%.
Why do y'all make me do this? All right, look, in the beginning of the show, I asked you to hit the share button. Before we even start the show, a little opening of the show, I asked you to hit the share button. And, well, here's one way I remind you. What I do here, I look down the barrel of this camera and I beg you to share. I call it the share stare. This is where you share. Do you believe in sharing the love? I can feel something on top of me head. It's a dumb wiggus, it's not enough. Share stare. Hope you did. I hope you hit the share button. Look, I did it because you asked me to do it. Now I'm asking you to hit the share button. That's how we grow. All right, let's move on. We're not just live on YouTube and Facebook. We're a good nationally ranked podcast, number 2 according to the World Podcast Federation. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Podbean, you name it, we're on it. Okay, tour dates. Let's plug some tour dates. By the way, if you were in High Point this past Saturday night, this was the podcast / YouTube / Facebook show I was telling you about. Welcome. Thanks for coming to see me. Coming up next, this Friday and Saturday, I will be in Columbus, Ohio at the Funny Bone. Come see me there. The weekend after that, March 11 and 12, I'll be in Cincinnati Funny Bone. It's a little town called Liberty Township. Come see me at the Funny Bone there. Then it's Appleton, Wisconsin. Then it's Vienna, West Virginia. It's Tulsa, Oklahoma. All these dates and more can be found at countryish.com. All right, we have a sponsor. Let me read the sponsor real quick. By the way, if you want to be a sponsor, get at us. Go to countryish.com, click on the sponsor page. Credit cards, student loans, mortgages, car loans, hospital bills. Did you know you have a lot of rights if any of these ever go to debt collections? That's right. Consumers, not debt collectors, have a huge list of rules they have to abide by. And that's where the law firm at SueTheCollector.com comes in. SueTheCollector.com is a national consumer law firm that only helps consumers. The lawyers at Sue the Collector have helped literally thousands of people turn the tables on debt collectors and put an end to the illegal harassment, abuse, and repeated phone calls that many people find themselves subjected to through no fault of their own. The lawyers at Sue the Collector can help everyone in all 50 states. They've have won millions for consumers over the years and have canceled over $1 billion in consumer-related debts. That's right, $1 billion. And right now, they're talking to these people. Right now, they really want to speak to anyone that's had their car repossessed. Okay? Did you know consumers do not have to allow repo men to take their cars against their will? In most cases, you can actually legally refuse to let them take your car. If you've ever objected to a car repo and they still got your car against your will, you may be sitting on a very valuable case. So right now, I want you to do this. If that's your situation, call Sue the Collector's office right now at 1-877-BAD-REPO or 1-877-223 7376. Again, that's 1-877-BAD-REPO or 1-877-223-7376. They're open right now to take your call. Again, that's 1-877-BAD-REPO. That's what they called me in high school. Bad repo. All right. Let me get to the man sitting across the table. It's 17 minutes into the show, and I haven't even brought him up yet. I was hoping he'd be here last week because we had some good times together in Richmond, Virginia. Shout out if you're from Richmond. Very tall guy. Clocks in around 7 feet and 37 inches tall. Some people know him as a fly swatter. Some people know him as the Southeastern Man of Mystery. Played a little b-ball for the Hornets. The only guy to block Michael Jordan 3 times in the same game. That's right. I'm talking about Sebastian.
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Good to see you. I missed you last week because we talked about you last week. Give us an update on the wallet situation.
Wallet is still lost in Richmond. If you've got my wallet, please call.
Yeah.
JohnReep.com info.
Leave us a comment if you were in Richmond and you might know where his wallet is.
If I was in your car in Richmond at any time.
Yeah. Are you watching?
If I was dancing with you at any time in Richmond.
Yeah.
Anything I was
What was the name of that bar? Beach House, Boathouse.
Boathouse.
One of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So help this man find his wallet. Well, how you been getting along without the wallet? You okay?
Well, it struggles.
It's
brother.
tough.
It's cash. It's only cash.
Yeah. That's all you had in there?
Well,
You
no, I
canceled
have
your credit
music
cards, I
cash.
hope.
Yeah, but it's taking me a week to get my card. I have no cards. I have no ID. It's all right.
Well, listen, we're going to make this money back. But here's what I want you to do. We're not going to set up a Patreon just for you, but we have a Patreon.
Yeah.
So if you were to go to, because what we do next week, okay, next week, March the 8th at 9:30, after this show next week, right, we're going to do country-ish after dark. Anything goes, uncensored, unfiltered, country-ish action. All right, we might take our shirts off. And what we do in this, it's for Patreon people only. If you subscribe to the Patreon page at $5 and up, you'll get access to the country-ish after dark. And we zoom you into the show. We talk to you, right? So it's one-on-one. We're talking to, I think last time we had maybe 20 or so people. But it's a ball. We get crunk. We get cray-cray. We drink things. We eat things. And we talk to you. So go to countryish.com, be a patron. It's just $5 a month, and you'll help us keep the lights on here. All right, let's get to the first segment.
Can't wait.
Because we got, I'm only trying to do an hour. We got 40 minutes
60
left.
minute, man.
So here we go. This next segment is brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Hickory. Are you in the market for a new car? Would you like to test drive a new car? Would you like a good hot dog? Go down to Hendrick Honda of Hickory and tell them Jon Reep sent you. And enjoy yourself a new vehicle today. Best deal in town. All right. What I do here is I go to Twitter. I click on hashtag. I got gas.
Do you need Tums or?
I'm good.
You good?
All right. I click on the hashtag. I find out what is trending. And we talk about what you're talking about. Right? It's how you know we're current. It's how you know we're in the know. And we're live right now. It's a segment that I like to call, ooh, it's the best trends. Here's what you're talking about. Hashtag first day of Women's History Month.
Oh,
All right, ladies.
right.
March 1st.
I know a lot about it. I got a lot of history with women, John. I know a lot about it.
I know you do have a lot of history with women.
I love history, women history.
I don't know
month.
if that's what they mean
Oh.
by Women's History Month, not your history with
No.
women, but, basically it's an annual declared month that highlights the contributions of women to events in history and contemporary society. So we're going to celebrate 3 important women in history. And I'll start off. I would like to give a shout out or a little memorial or a thank you to a lady by the name of Cheryl Hunt. You ever heard that name before? You have. You're nodding your head. Yes. Cheryl Hunt. Not a famous lady, but she gave us one Marcus Hunt. That's right. Okay. So thank you, Cheryl Hunt, for deciding to give birth to this man and let us have him.
Right.
Today, this happened. It's his birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy
Stamos.
birthday, Marcus Hunt. Hunt Stamos. It is
Whatever
what it
his
is.
name is.
He couldn't be here. He's celebrating with his lady friend, and we appreciate you for all you do. And shout out Cheryl Hunt.
Cheryl Hunt.
Now, not only is it Mark's birthday today, you got a birthday coming up this month as well.
March 17th, St. Patrick's Day.
March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, you were born. And I'd like to give a shout out to Margaret Setzer. Thank you, Margaret Setzer, for producing this fine young man right here. She made history.
She did. Put up with
Also, Betty Reep.
Yep. Best sweet tea in the county.
Best sweet tea in the county. And she gave birth to this guy on the 26th of this month. So there you go. That's how we're going to start off celebrating Women's History Month. Those three women made history, and now look where we're at.
I think it's a conspiracy. All of you, same month.
Yep.
It was meant to be, dude.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
Mine's June.
June and
December.
December. So we'll get at you later. And I don't know what month that will be. You know, there's always a month. But so shout out Women's History Month. Also, this was trending. All right. Have you seen this video? This is the incredible moment. A defiant Ukrainian man casually got rid of an anti-tank mine with his bare hands while puffing on a cigarette.
I haven't seen this.
This is badass right here. Let's watch this video of the Alan Jackson. See,
Attention homeowners. Can we
by the
use
way,
your
if
home
you
to
need a new
advertise
home-
one of our designer metal roofing styles? We need homes of
See
all
if
shapes and sizes to
See if you can get that
advertise our
skip
newest
ad button
designer
there, the
metal
Alan
roofing
Jackson. It's at
styles.
the bottom right
Go on this
corner.
video to check if we need.
There you go. Now, that's it. There we go. Check out this Ukrainian badass. That's a landmine. Cigarette's lit. I can see the smoke. Or maybe it's just... No, he's smoking a cigarette.
He's smoking it.
I like how his arms are stiff and real still. And I don't know where he's taking it. He's taking it across the street down the woods. But look, these people, they're not going to give in easily. If that's an ordinary citizen, I mean, this is kind of like the Ukrainian version of Red Dawn. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is a Wolverine right here. Hats off to that guy. Now, I don't know if I would have the courage to do such a thing.
I would.
If your roof is.
Shut up. What were you going to say?
I would.
You would. Well, you're a military guy. This is your.
Well, to give you a little bit of context, and again,
Please do.
I don't know his personal
Let's give the
history.
history for those people who don't know Sergeant Haverball. Tell them your history. A little bit your
Okay.
military history.
Just real quick, I was in the Army for 24 years. I was a maintenance guy working with the M1 tanks, Bradleys, but I also worked with combat engineers, field artillery, stuff like that. So I
this-
had been
you've
around.
seen these things before.
Yeah, and that is a pressure landmine.
Yeah.
So it only activates once a vehicle gets on top of it.
Yeah.
That's not saying you want to play around with it, but as
Yeah.
long as you don't, you see how he's holding it from the side.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as he keeps it level and level.
So even if you were to turn it this
Well,
way,
there are some that's got a mercury switch,
Oh,
but a lot of
Mercury
the
switch.
lot of these older mines are just they're primarily pressure, but there are some that does have a mercury, and then they've also got other things. But that type of mine, it's an anti-tank landmine.
yeah,
so
it'd
it'd have
take
to
a lot of pressure if it's a
yeah, and he would have to hit
don't know.
Krispy Kreme pretty much every day.
First time I saw this, I thought, well, that's pretty badass. But
It's
now I'm
definitely
thinking,
badass because
I don't know. I think I would have done it like a discus in the Olympics. You know, like done the three.
I would have slung it. I wouldn't have carried it all the way through the woods. I'd have slung it in the
Yeah,
woods.
like frisbee golf. And just toss that thing and watch it explode. But thoughts and prayers to the Ukrainians over
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
We're not drinking Russian vodka anymore, are we?
No, we're not.
Well, not that we ever were. Tito's.
We're Tito's people.
That's a Texas-made, handmade vodka. Yes, Elliot.
Hardway One said he ain't scared of cancer.
Who?
Hardway One.
Hardway One?
Yes,
Oh, this is a
YouTube.
comment.
Yes, that he ain't scared of cancer.
That's right. Well, good. I would be. Pretty life-threatening. Did he survive cancer or something?
He's smoking a cigarette. They're making a joke.
That's what it is. I didn't get the joke. That's my bust. Boo me. I should have paid attention.
Yes.
That went over my head, guys.
I don't know which
No,
one
no,
this
just
is
put it
boo.
down. Don't put it down. All right. So, sorry I said that. Yes. Also, what's trending? Hashtag Sam Elliot. Did you see this, dude?
I've just got done watching Sam Elliott's 1883, the final thing. He's badass.
I love. We've always loved Sam.
Love
Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
There's only one Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
And I like everything that guy does. I loved him. I think my favorite thing that he's done was probably The Big Lebowski. And it wasn't even that big of a scene. It was just him sitting at the bar with The Big Lebowski giving sage advice. But anyway, actor Sam Elliott is trending because he was criticizing the 2021 Western drama film The Power of the Dog during an appearance on Marc Maron's WTF podcast. So Marc Maron, comedian, has a podcast. It's huge. It's a little bit bigger than this one. And he had him on, and he was just ripping this movie a new a-hole. And I'm going to paraphrase. He says, "What the F does this woman from down there..." Okay, so the lady who is making this film is from New Zealand. It's about a charismatic rancher named Phil Burbank who inspires fear and awe in those around him. And when his brother brings home a new wife and her son, Phil torments them until he finds himself exposed to the possibility of love. Do we dare try and watch this trailer at all while I talk over it? It's 30 seconds. Yeah, so that's Cumberbatch, dude.
Are you seeing this?
What's his name?
I'm watching.
What's his name? Cumberbatch.
Benedict.
Thank you. Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch is a great actor. He's in this. And, there's Severance. I auditioned for that. That movie, Severance. Here we go. A triumphant.
New gold standard.
He's a great whistler. He's got a comb. Kristen Dunst is in this. That other guy's a great actor. Forgot his name, but he's great. Seen him in a lot of stuff. All right, so it's getting a lot of. So this whole trailer is just him whistling, pretty much. But yeah. So here's what Sam Elliott said. He said, "What the F does this woman from down there know about the American West?" Elliott said. "Why the F did she shoot this movie in New Zealand and call it Montana and say this is the way it was? That effing rubbed me the wrong way." Okay. So Sam doesn't like it that they shot a American Western in New Zealand. And he's in, what was he in, Yellowstone? Or
He's in 1883.
I'm not sure where it's shot, but it's, they shoot it all over the place. Yeah. But I don't know if that's his hang-up, The Alan Jackson, what do you think his biggest hang-up might be? I mean, you've seen this movie. You're a film guy.
Yeah, I saw the movie. So he probably it's not the kind of Western I think Sam Elliott really likes to watch or be in. So
it implies there's some implication to a love affair between the two men, right? In the trailer.
There's some implications, yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's his bigger beef or not. It doesn't matter. I still love the guy. He's pissed off. The bigger beef.
Ironically, if you remember, he made those commercials, "Beef, it's what's for dinner."
Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Too much beef in that movie.
That's what's a trending. Well, today is March 1st. It's also Fat Tuesday. It's the last day that many people eat meat. Speaking of, and fatty foods before Lent begins.
Yes.
And Mardi Gras season. I think it's just starting up. So there you go. Fat Tuesday, March 1st. I don't know how women would feel about this. It's their History Month, and it's Fat Tuesday.
Okay.
Pancake Day.
Okay.
Daggum That's Good Day, talking about food. Fruit Compote Day. Peanut Butter Lovers Day and National Pig Day are all today. I don't know what man is in charge of this, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, how dare you? All right, look, we got money to give away. We got Screen Actors Guild residual checks, and in small town news, your boy made the cover of the Hickory Daily newspaper, and we got a lot to go over with this mayor race. It ain't over, so stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We're going to play the residual check game, and we'll be back with more country-ish after this. Hey, Jon Reep here. You remember me, the guy from Hickory? I'm from Hickory!
And the last comic standing is Jon Reep.
I like it here. I'm also a master thespian. How's it sold?
Oh.
Salt and pepper's here.
Hey! That thing got a hammy?
Anyway, I'm coming to your town, and I want you to come see me. Get your tickets. They're in here somewhere. You'll figure it out. Hope to see you there. If you love this podcast and you love wearing shirts, well, we got something for you. If you go to countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, it'll take you to my store, and we have an awesome t-shirt for you. It's a Country-ish podcast t-shirt. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Also, it's got the website on there. It's a soft tee, very soft, feels good on your skin, and it helps us keep the lights on here at the studio. So check out countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, get yourself a t-shirt, and know that I love you. All right. We're back, baby. Stick around for my opinions, my rebuttal on this article that was written in the Hickory Daily newspaper. We're going to go over that. But first, I want to give you money. That's right. So in this segment, I've done a lot of acting in my day. I've been in movies, sitcoms, TV commercials, voiceovers, adult films I'm not proud of. They're out there, and you're going to find them, so I might as well tell you now. They're out there. But they have to pay me when they air them. They're called residual checks. I get them in the mail all the time. I thought I'd make a game out of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my co-host here, Sebastian, hand me one of the Screen Actors Guild residual checks. How many envelopes would you say are right
we got
there?
3, 4, 5, 6.
6 envelopes.
6 envelopes.
And he's going to hand me one of these envelopes. I don't know what it is. I'm going to open it right now live on the show. I'm going to tell you what it's for, how it's airing. These guys will make some guesses. Pay attention to their guesses. And then you call in with your guess. There should be a number at the bottom of the screen. Start calling that number. We're going to pick 3 people at random. We're going to let you into the show. You make a guess. Closest person to the amount, I'm going to mail you the check. Well, my intern's going to mail you the check plus some other merchandise probably. So it's a win-win, everybody. It is a game that we like to call... How much is that Screen Actors Guild residual check? All right.
Let's go. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to pick...
Hand me one at
That
random. All right. Ooh, it feels kind of heavy. I'm going to open it down here where you can't see it, so you don't get to know yet. Let's see how much this one's for. Okay, here we go. I'm opening the check. All righty. Okie dokie. All right. This is for one episode of Eastbound and Down on HBO. It's chapter 22 if you're taking bets at home. It's chapter 22. And this is for pay television. One episode, Eastbound and Down. Pay TV. I'll go with you first, Sebastian.
I'm gonna go with a whopping $18.37.
Okay, $18.37. $2.37. Little optimistic,
I was optimistic.
which I like about you.
No,
it's a
no.
good trait you have. Opposite
you.
of stick in the mud, Stamos.
Yeah.
So it's a lot lower. It's lower than that. Let's go with Mr. Elliot. How much?
Yeah, I'm going way down. $4.12.
Oh, wow.
$4.12.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're getting closer. Have a ball.
I'm going to go $3.85.
Woo! $3.85 is the closest amount so far. If I was handing this check out in here, you would be getting the check, but you're not getting the check. Someone at home is getting the check. The Alan Jackson. Pick someone at random from the bullpen, let them into the show, and let's see who is going to win this check. Whose guess will be better than Sergeant Have Balls? Whenever you're ready. All righty. John Reep here. Who am I talking to?
Noah, sir.
One more time.
Noah from High Point, North Carolina.
Noah from High Point, North Carolina. Did you come to my show, buddy?
No, sir, I'm stuck in California. Please help me get out. I need a residual check.
You know, this bums me out. One, you're stuck in California. My condolences. Two, I was just in High Point, and he wasn't there because he's stuck in California. This hurts my soul a little bit, Noah. Why are you stuck out in California?
Found me a good woman. Got stuck ice fishing. Now I'm working the streets.
I'm confused. There's ice fishing in California?
I think he's throwing back to the.
He's
I
throwing
watched
back.
the show about the mayor.
Oh, the one
Yes.
with
the
Yeah.
small-town next door.
That was a bad mayor story. Yes, exactly. He said that prostitution. Oh, I see. So he found himself a lady ice fishing.
Yeah.
Took her to California. But what do you do out there, Noah? I appreciate that you're paying attention to the show, though. I love that. Right now, I'm rooting for you, man. I like it people who pay attention.
Just working, trying to find work on the farm.
Okay, man. All right, Noah. How old of a man are you?
28.
28. Remember them days, dude?
Yeah, last week or two.
It's not that long ago. All right, Noah. Well, did you ever watch Eastbound and Down on HBO?
No, sir, I never watch HBO.
This program's a good program. It was one of my favorites. So, maybe you'll get around to it. But what do you think? How much is this Screen Actors Guild residual check?
$522.71.
I love it. I was just applauding him for paying attention. And the closest guess in house was, what was your guess? $3.85. He
really wants out of California.
I love the attitude. I love. This is what people think. This is why I like playing the game, because people think that residual checks are for gigantic amounts. And the fun of this game is to show you that, no, they're not always that. So you were way over, but hang on. You're winning because you're the only person to guess. Maybe someone will throw out
Just
another
1,000.
crazy number. You never know. Put them on hold, the Alan Jackson. Thank you, Noah, for calling in. Let's see who else we can get in here. And we'll see if they can get a little closer. My bet is they will. John Reep here. Who am I talking to?
Hey, buddy, this is Kim.
Kim from Wyoming.
Montana.
Dang it, I always say Wyoming. Kim from Montana.
You see Sam Elliot out there making.
No, but I'm going to go to Richmond to look for Sebastian's wallet.
Need you get on that,
Hi,
Kim.
Sebastian.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, Kim? What you been up to, buddy?
Oh, nothing, man. We're getting ready to have to move, and my girlfriend found a little spot with her daughter, and I'm going to be staying in my car for a while until I can get some money to find me a place. It's hard to find a place to move.
I don't know about Montana, but now's a good time to sail. So I hope that works out for you, buddy. How much is this?
We're renting.
Okay. How much is this Screen Actors Guild residual check, buddy?
I'm going to go with $2.98.
Oh, yeah, much closer. Okay, lock him in at $2.98. And we got one more guess. He didn't get it exactly right.
What if he wins? Are we going to have to send it to like I-60 or something?
I don't know.
Road?
We'll have to figure this out. Kim, I think he's got some checks before. We'll probably just send it to the same place. I'm sure he's got his address forwarded to his truck or wherever his car or whatever it is. Deanna Jackson, let's go with the next person. Assuming we have someone else in the Zoom room or the bullpen. Jon Reep here. Who am I talking to?
This is Patreon member Jacob Wheat from Alabama.
Alabama
Jacob
roll.
Wheat, we love you. Thanks for calling in, buddy. How you been?
I've been fantastic. How about you guys?
We're doing great, man. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying to be the mayor out here in Hickory, and I've
heard a couple of rumors about it.
Yeah, I made the front page of the Hickory Daily Record, and we're going to get to the bottom of this today. And so you stick around for that. Always love it when you call in. But let's see if you're the closest. How much is this Screen Actors Guild residual check, buddy?
$3.69.
Oh, 69. We love it when you do that. Okay, I'm handing. I'm handing the check to my intern, Sergeant Have a Ball. He will feverishly run it into the sound booth where our engineer and producer, The Alan Jackson, will crunch the numbers. He's going to put it into the algorithm machine, and we're going to figure out who is actually the closest person to the check, and then we'll get them back in here and see if they can get the actual amount. We'll help them whittle it down to the actual amount. Are you excited?
I can't wait. Let's spit and whittle.
Real quick while I got time. Have you seen this?
I have seen this, the Hickory hot sauce. I've had a lot of people ask me about this. Where's this available at currently?
You could get this at countryish.com and just click on merchandise.
Awesome.
It'll take you to the merchandise page. You can get
I know they're out at Food Line currently, so you got to go to Country-ish.
Yeah. So good. Make your head shake.
Publix is out.
Okay. Sergeant Have a Ball is back. I now have the check again, and we have, Alan, you've crunched the numbers? All right. So
yes, I have.
We have a winner.
We have a winner.
And,
so I will bring the winner back into the room.
Let's do this, and let's see if we can get him.
All right, the winner is back on the line.
All right, Jon Reep here. Who am I talking to?
Jacob Wheat.
Jacob Wheat is back on the phone. Congratulations, Jacob Wheat. Here's the deal.
I am so thrilled.
The music behind me has added intensity. And now I'm going to raise the stakes. You've won this residual check. You could take this check, or you could gamble.
You don't know. He's totally improv and has no idea what he's doing.
The music made me think of it. I want to play Let's Make a Deal. I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. You can either take this check and that story's over. I'm not even going to tell you the amount. I'm just going to say, fold, you get the check. Or if you guess this amount exactly right with your next guess, I'll send you this check and another one at random. Do you want to play? Do you want to gamble?
Do I get a hint if I gamble?
Do you what?
Do I get a hint if I gamble?
So your guess again was $3 and what?
69 cents.
Okay, $3.69. Here's your one hint. Here's your one hint. It is $3, so you got that part right. After the decimal point, you said 69.
Yep.
The two digits, one of them is a 9, but it's not a 6. That's your hint. Hint over. How much? Is
$3.39.
Ooh! I was going to say $3.29. Would I have been right?
Nope. $3.93.
Oh,
Jacob. Don't worry. You're still going to get this check. You just don't get the other one. There it is. As you can see, I don't know which camera we're on. Here we go. $3.93 is coming to you, Jacob Wheat. Congratulations, my friend. Thanks for being a Patreon supporter. We'll see you next week on the Country-ish After Dark as well. All right. Hang up on these people, the Alan Jackson. Oh, Jacob, don't forget to go to countryish.com. Click on the contact section and give us your address so Elliot can get you the check in the mail. What do you think of them apples? Is he gone? Do we hang up on it? That's fine.
Yeah.
He'll get the info. Jacob, go to the website and do that. All right. I say we move on to our final segment. And our goal is to get right at 9 o'clock. See, it's 8:47 right now. We're making good time. We now have plenty of time to enjoy this next segment. Okay? Are you excited? Anything you want to add real quick? Anything in the comments section I need to be aware of now?
No, we've kept you abreast of everything that's important so far.
Have a ball. You good?
It is Women's Month. We need to be abreast of everything.
We need to be abreast. It's National Women's Month. Yes.
Thank you.
Good.
Sorry about that.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, what I do in this next segment, there's a lot of negative things going on in the news, a lot of politics, a lot of pandemics. In fact, tonight, Joe Biden's going to talk at 9 o'clock. We're going to try and beat him. But we'll stay away from it. Justin Clyde Williams, tell them all about it.
We're just small-town dudes with small-town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never knew. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All righty. Well, this small-town news, as we were talking about, I made the headlines.
You are the headline. What is the headline, sir?
Small town news right here in Hickory, North Carolina. Here, I'll read you the headline. The joke's on Reep. Comic left standing in bid to file for Hickory Mayor. Wow.
What a great headline.
Honestly, that is a great headline. And I got to give props to the writer of that headline. Virginia Annabelle came out there and covered this thing, and great job. Here's what I love. She incorporated jokes on me, jokes on Reep. So she's making me look like the dumb one here, which is great. I would have done the exact same thing if I were her. And she says she incorporated last comic standing when she said comic left standing.
Yep.
So this is great. That's well written. The headline was perfect. I'm going to go over this whole article, and we're going to confirm and deny some things that she said in this article. So we're going to do it bit by bit. And I'm going to read it like she wrote it. Comedian Jon Reep sauntered up to the Catawba County Board of Elections building. Now, off the top of your head, do you know what sauntering means?
It's kind of a swag move, maybe.
Yes.
Kind of a little swag. You felt very confident, and you were about ready to...
That is right.
You feel good about it.
I did. I sauntered.
While you sauntered.
I was like, not just confident, I was relaxed. I was not in a hurry.
I could tell by your oversized jacket that you were definitely sauntering.
Yeah. Well, that outfit will have you sauntering. She said, I sauntered to the Catawba County Board of Elections building Monday afternoon in a blue and white pinstripe seersucker suit, a red tie, and a trucker hat, the one I'm wearing right now, with a leather patch that reads Mayor of Hickory. And this is all true. Yeah. So far, I am confirming all of this. The tie that I was wearing, though, you can't see it in this picture, it is actually a Christmas tree tie. It's a Christmas tie. It had Christmas trees on it. And I was going to say that these are actually Douglas fir trees from Oregon. The same kind that were used to build the wooden arches that fell down under our current mayor's watch. But I didn't get to it.
You didn't get to it.
I didn't get to it, but that's where I was going with that.
You're just too busy.
Not just a random Christmas tree. I do things
Douglas
for a reason.
Fir.
Yeah, you guys got
which is the #1 export of North Carolina.
It was these were from Oregon, the ones that they made for the arches.
Oh, they were from Oregon.
So that's why I'm giving them hell.
Okay.
Let's continue with the article. Reep, who grew up in the Hickory area, she used the word area, and went on to be a stand-up comedian, intended to file to run for mayor in Hickory. He received disappointing news. His house is outside city limits, making him ineligible for election.
I have questions. Your address, what does the city say?
Hickory, North Carolina, 28602.
28602.
That's Hickory.
The zip code. That's the Hickory zip code. So if I Google Hickory zip code, I would get
28602 is one.
Yeah.
28601 is also one.
Correct.
Might even be a 3. I don't know. I make Hickory sound this small, but it's not. It's pretty big. About 50,000 people or something like that. But she's not wrong. This is true. I have a Hickory address, but it's not in the city limits. It's walking distance to the actual city line. It's kind of a gray area because we pay for Hickory City water, but we don't pay Hickory City taxes. And I'm out to an attorney right now because it is a gray area. And by the way, it ain't over till Friday. I've got till Friday to file. So you'll see as I continue in this story, I have plans. I've been talking to my friend Dodie Bowman Renfer. Okay, she's from Hickory, but now she is a senior government relations consultant at the firm of Nelson Mullins in Raleigh, but she knows this kind of stuff, and we're going to talk to her about this wiggle room, this gray area. It ain't over with, but let's continue. Before trying to file, Reep stopped outside to talk to WSOC TV and his own crew about his hopes of running for mayor. And that is true. I told them I'm going to fix the damn street signs.
What are you going to do with the street signs?
Well, you know how they are downtown Hickory. It's all numbers. First Street, First Avenue, Second Street, Second Avenue.
Southeast, Southwest
so
Avenue.
it's confusing.
Yeah.
I talked to someone the other day at Bootleggers, and they said someone in downtown Hickory called 911, and the ambulance had a hard time finding them.
I'm sure.
Because they're all numbers. I mean, it's confusing. It's not safe.
Right.
And I want to change these numbers to names.
Any good ones?
Yeah, I mean, we've got notable people.
Okay.
How about a Sebastian
Lane?
Sebastian Lane. I mean, we have legit notable people. Dale Jarrett Boulevard.
Right.
Eric Church Avenue. Madison Bumgarner Road. Roscoe Pico Train Lane. Did you know James Best lived in Hickory?
He did, yeah.
That's the actor. John Reep Street. It just goes on from there. But we could do this, making it safer and more fun to visit downtown.
Yep.
So that's what I talked to him about. Inside, I'll continue the article. Inside, he told Board of Elections staff he wanted to run for mayor and gave his address in Mountain View. I live in Mountain View, which is an area of Hickory. They searched the computer and promptly told Reep his house sits outside city limits. And that was an actual pretty funny moment that we captured. And maybe we could play that part, the Alan Jackson. Should we show that part? Because they were in there. Alan was there recording. This is the moment I found out I was not eligible. Let's play it.
Look at all the paparazzi there.
That's me telling about the street signs. I'm getting into it. Hey, everybody. Look at all these people.
So, you are filing for?
Mayor of Hickory.
Mayor of Hickory?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your address? That does not appear to be in the city. What? No.
When did this happen? When did this happen?
That I don't know.
So I can't run for mayor?
Not if you don't live in the city limits.
You gotta live in municipality.
Well, would you look at that? When did this happen? So from there, it got more fun because I'll just continue the article here, okay? Reep seemed surprised, though he later said he had an inkling that this would be the case. And yes, I knew it was a gray area, so I thought I might be able to get it past him.
Right.
I thought, let's go down there, throw the address, and because it's a gray area, maybe it'll slip through the cracks and I can weasel my way in, but they busted me. All right. I had an idea, Reep said. I came here to throw my hat in the ring and see if it was possible. Yes, my physical hat. I actually said that when I walked in there. Do I actually throw this hat into a ring somewhere? I might have to throw it in the trash now. Or change it to future Mayor of Hickory, because it ain't over. We'll get to that. Reep asked the Board of Elections staff for a map of the city limits and how close his home is to the line. He also looked over the map to see if incumbent Mayor Hank Guess lived in the city limits. Guess lives near Reep, but his house was annexed to be in the city limits. Yes, no, this is great. This is great. We have the map. Is this a good time to pull the map up, Alan Jackson, and let's talk about this? It's very interesting to me. I've got my little pointer right here. Let me click on the squiggly linies. All right. What you're looking at here is an area, partial area of Hickory The part that's in green is within the city limits. The white parts are not. And what I'll do is I'll circle the area. I live in here somewhere, okay? I'm not going to actually give you the actual house, but there's houses in that circle. It's a neighborhood called Old Well South. I live there. Now, this green area, I told you that's the city limits, but this is commercial stuff. You've got Trinity Ridge, where my dad lives, is right there in the green. So maybe my dad should run for mayor. I'll get him in a wheelchair. We'll roll him down there. So this green part is Hickory. Up here, you've got Lowe's grocery store. You've got CVS. You've got, Walgreens is right here. But you notice this one green square right here? This one right here. This one green
in the middle of all the white.
In the middle of all the white. All these other houses around this house are just like me. They're not a part of the city. But the mayor, we got to wrap this up. The mayor has somehow annexed his house. He lives in that greenhouse right there. So we're going to get to I'm talking to attorneys. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Reep, who graduated from Fred T. Ford High School, found fame in the early 2000s. He appeared in the commercials, most famously a Dodge Ram commercial. He said that thing got a Hemi. 2007, competed in NBC's Last Comic Standing. She left off half my resume, but that's okay. Started to think about what qualifies me to be the mayor. I learned all the things a mayor does. I thought I can do that. That's right. During COVID and the lockdown, my comedy gigs were drying up and canceling right and left. I'm like, it's over. I've got no job anymore. I've got no source of income coming in. I got to do something. I've been doing comedy 24 years. I got no job skills, so that makes me perfect to be the mayor. Reep mentioned running for election on the most recent episode of this podcast. I'm going to fast forward to the end. So here's what we're faced with this. I got 3 or 4 options. I can either move, right? I'm going to talk to Marcus about this because Marc has a Hickory address. If I move in with him, I could possibly still run for mayor because that's a Hickory address. I don't have to change my ID. I don't have to get mail there. Doesn't matter how long I've lived there. As long as I've lived there by Friday, I could file.
You could do it.
But the lady that we talked to at the Board of Elections, Amanda Duncan, nice lady. We called her up after we left because we were confused. I'm like, well, how long do we have to live there? Do I have to get? She goes, no, you don't have to do any of that, but you actually have to live there now.
Yeah.
Okay? Your head has to touch the pillow. These are her words. Oh. Your head has to touch a pillow, and if you get caught and you don't live there, it's a felony. So, again, this is some gray area. How long do I have to sleep there? Am I allowed to have more than one place to live? I mean, I
think you
yeah, I mean, I'm a traveling comedian. I'm gone a lot of time anyway. I don't live half the time in my own house right now. So we're talking to attorneys. We're going to figure this out. It's not over. Or I could get my house annexed.
Like Hank.
And I've got this right here, like Hank Guest did.
Yeah.
His whole
you
house
could be the one green spot.
I could also do that.
In the middle of the white forest.
That's right. But I got to fill out all this paperwork.
Oh.
And I don't know if my mama would like it. So we might not do that one. Or I could run as a write-in candidate. I could tell people just to write my name in.
Write you in.
And then that might buy me time to figure out if I could legally have a case. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Stay tuned. I might ask you to do it. I might not. But what we are going to do, because Hank is not the only person running for mayor. There are 2 other people. And their names are Quintavious Hill and Alan Hoover. And what we're going to do is invite them to be guests on this show. So if I end up not wanting to run, or if legally I can't, we're going to interview these guys.
See who you want to endorse.
And maybe I'll endorse one of these guys.
Oh.
Or maybe Hank, if Hank wants to be on. I have no problem with Hank.
Yeah.
I think he's great. So maybe I'll give all of them equal time on Country-ish, and we'll figure out who wants to be the next mayor if it's not me. And by the way, if it ain't me this time around, we'll see you in 4 years. Future mayor of Hickory.
We can always host the debate here.
Host the debate here. All right, we got to wrap this puppy up. Any final comments, guys? We're at 9 minutes and 1 hour and 1 minute.
It can wait until next week. Thanks for watching.
Have a ball.
Just prayers for Ukraine.
Prayers for Ukraine. Sebastian,
Absolutely.
Out.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time in here. Again, I mean you no harm. I'm full of love and joy. I'm I know Joe Biden's about to talk. What if we just stay on and eat into his ratings?
We could.
We're gonna end it right now. Go to countryish.com. Become a supporter. Don't forget, Countryish After Dark next week at 9:30. Alan Jackson, anything else? All right, boys. For the Alan Jackson, for Elliot the intern, for intern Marc, Sergeant Marc Haverball, for Sebastian, I'm Jon Reep, and I wish you a good bicycle.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, you.
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite, and all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you.
Happy birthday to Marcus. Stick in the mud, Stamos. Happy birthday to Marcus. Stick in the mud, Stamos. Happy birthday, dear Marcus. Stick in the mud, Stamos, who is 49 years old. Happy birthday to